Okay, so are you ready to really get into some USC women's basketball?
I am. I am.
All right, so we're not talking wins and losses here, right? We're
Right.
talking about the program, like what makes them tick.
Yeah.
We got this source, USC Women's Basketball Insights, and it's like someone got a key to the gym and just kind of let us peek right in.
Yeah. It's really cool.
There's some interesting stuff, and I think like right off the bat, one of the things that kind of stood out to me
Yeah.
was how they approach film study.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not just like the coaches, kind of dictating, what they see, right? It's like a real collaborative process.
Oh, absolutely. The source talks about how the players are super involved. Like in one example, there was this point guard, she was watching film,
Uh-huh.
and she noticed like a pattern in her own turnovers. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally telegraphing my passes. Like that's what I'm doing wrong. And she
Wow.
brought it up to the whole team, and they all worked together to figure out solutions,
Huh.
like using their eyes better to like fake out the defense. See, that's so interesting to me.
Right.
Because that's next level stuff.
It is.
It's not just like, okay, we need to work on our passing.
Right.
It's like you're understanding the game,
Yeah, and the fact that the coaches are giving them that ownership,
right?
like letting them lead those discussions, that says a lot about the program's culture,
It does. It's like they're developing these players to not just be, athletes,
Yeah.
but thinkers,
Totally.
problem solvers.
Yeah.
And that's got to translate onto the court, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like when you have players who can think on their feet and, anticipate what the other team's going to do, that's a huge advantage.
Yeah. But, it's not just about the X's and O's.
All right.
It's about this whole approach to the player
Yeah.
as a person, right? And that's where this whole community engagement thing comes in.
Yeah.
Which, I'm always a little,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm always a little wary when I hear about these programs.
Because it's like, is this just for show?
Yeah. It's just PR.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it seems like USC is like really legit about this.
Yeah, they've partnered with this local youth group, and it's not just like the players are showing up and waving.
Right.
They're like coaching, they're running drills, they're talking to these young girls about, what it means to be a leader.
Okay. So they're really invested.
They're invested.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and I think it goes both ways,
Uh-huh.
The players get to give back, they inspire these kids, but they also learn from it too.
I see.
It reinforces their own sense of leadership and purpose.
Okay. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But honestly, what really blew me away, and maybe this is just me,
Yeah.
was how much emphasis they put on mental health.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like woven into everything.
Absolutely.
From film study to community engagement.
It's like this holistic approach
It is.
to the athlete.
Yeah, and they have like a dedicated sports psychologist
They do.
working with the team, like on mindfulness and stress management.
Yeah, they even talk about sleep hygiene in this thing,
Wow.
which is so important,
It is.
but it's often overlooked.
Yeah.
They're recognizing that these athletes are under a lot of pressure,
Right.
and that their mental and emotional well-being is just as important as their physical conditioning.
Which makes you think,
Yeah.
like how much more potential can you tap into when you're not just physically strong,
Absolutely.
but mentally and emotionally strong? too?
Yeah, it's like unlocking this whole other level of performance. Like imagine being able to stay calm and focused in those high pressure situations,
Yeah.
make those clutch decisions when it matters most.
Huh?
That's where championships are won and lost.
So if we had to like sum up, what we've learned about USC women's basketball,
Yeah.
what would it be?
I think it's all about that holistic approach. They're developing the whole person,
Yeah.
not just the athlete.
Right.
Leadership, community engagement, mental health.
All part of the equation.
And it's working for them.
It is.
They're successful on and off the court.
Yeah.
So here's a question.
Okay.
Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
What if this whole holistic development thing
Yeah.
becomes like the standard
Yeah.
in college sports?
Interesting.
How would that change recruiting?
Wow.
Would we see top athletes choosing programs based on how well they're going to be taken care of
That's a great question.
as a whole person?
Yeah,
It's something to think about, right?
it is.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Of course.
It was a good one.
It was really interesting.
All right, see ya.
Yeah.